Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.
Just fucking stop for a moment. You still haven't noticed how you're missing everything in your life? Well, congratulations. This video might save your ass. Just forget about your notifications, your TikToks, IG Reels, and your Gmails, and give me 5 minutes of your so valuable time so I can show you how big of a problem it is. Did you know that the average attention span of an adult has decreased from 12 seconds to 8 seconds, which is less than that of a goldfish? That's pretty funny, right? I don't want to talk about that from a scientific point of view, because you can do a research by yourself. But I want you to feel it. Feel it like you felt it back then when you were a little kid, sticking your nose into everything and creating everything out of nothing. So, do you think your attention span is longer than that of a goldfish? Let's check it out. For that, I want us to take a little walk. It's crazy how our world has been exhilarating for the last 20 years. But it actually stays the same all the time. It's our perception that is different, not the world around us. So that's why I'm currently sitting here, in the forest. The most historical place in the world. All of the trees in this randomly picked forest are way older than any of the humans that have ever lived on our planet. Let's take a look at this tree, for example. It's more than 500 years old. You're asking me how I know that? Well, it just feels like it. But you don't have to argue with me about that, because the main narrative stays the same. Or let's take a look at this poor thing. It's all rot and decrepit. This is a good example of a tree that has an attention span of a human and scrolls TikTok all the time. Seems like bro definitely lost hope in humanity. Oh my god, this fucking phones and social media. How come such a tiny thing can destroy generations? Poor. You see, so many trees are dying just because social media, doom scrolling, obsessive amount of information and multitasking make them think that the time is passing by so quickly. But what if they stop for a moment and just try to look around? They would be as healthy and sexy as this guy. Or this beautiful old lady. Or this cool fella, for example. You're non-binary. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Okay guys, we should go. He's calling the cops. Oh my god, guys, I just found a super cool looking spider. I want to show it to you. Come. Wow, just take a look at this guy. I want to name him Billy. Do you know what's the main difference between you and Billy? His mom didn't give him a phone. He's not constantly scrolling Instagram comparing himself to other spiders. He's just doing one thing that he enjoys the most, hunting. And if he compared himself to jumping spider or tarantula, he would find only disappointment because he is not as perfect as they are. But it's not because of that. It's just because Billy is a different species. He's just a different guy. Instead of hunting and living his life at its fullest, he would just constantly try to catch up with his other spiders. But he never will. All he sees is just other spiders showing their perfect life, which is not perfect anyway, trying to show off and prove that they're the best. But it's not truth. And Billy fell for that. And he died very early. Trust me, when you compare yourself and try to catch up with other people all the time, you just feel like time passes by very quickly. Like your life getting shorter. Yeah. That's why I'm so happy for Billy, because he will never know about all these struggles that we stupid humans have. Which were made out of nothing. I think we all should slow down a bit with all these technologies and social media. Because sometimes it's just better to do things slowly. It doesn't have to be fast and efficient. We get so busy with literally nothing that we don't even have time to just sit down and enjoy the nature around us. Fuck, we don't even have 2 minutes to stand under the branches of trees and enjoy the beautiful scenery. So next time you walk somewhere, just stop for a minute. Don't do anything, just observe. You should really feel it. You should be aware of who you are, where you are, when you are, what you see and what you hear. And trust me, when you do that for real, you will feel extremely weird. As your brain and mind finally have time to calm down without processing all this shit you've been scrolling throughout the day. That's why I feel so anxious, distracted, and scattered all the time, because your brain is literally filled with shit. And the funny thing is that people started talking about this problem even before the first computer was invented. A Welsh writer, William Henry Davies, wrote a poem called Leisure, which perfectly describes the problem we have today. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows. No time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars like skies at night. No time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet, how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. A poor life this if, full of care, will have no time to stand and stare.